It's taking a moment. It's hanging. There we go. Now we're live. Oh, was that one of those energy drinkies?
Yep. And I've got the finest Wisconsin Chippewa Falls water here.
Only the finest. Y'all make some fine
Chippewa.
milk. I know that. Does the
I don't
water have a milky aftertaste?
I don't drink many things that have milky aftertaste, Erica. You will not get me to say that on live YouTube.
Okay, that's a pause. Sorry about that one. Yeah, my bad.
But yes, this is a Zoa. If you're listening, Zoa sponsor us. It's okay.
I know who got the Zola hookup.
Yeah.
We can always talk about that as we go along. What's going on, y'all? It's 6 o'clock, and as always, it's a Tuesday. You're on YouTube. It's live. It's your girl Erica Switzer, and this is another episode of your comedy bestie, episode 20, y'all.
How y'all doing?
What the good homie, Jose James Montero. What's going on, Jose?
Not too much. Went to the public library, so it's quiet, and I don't have a house, that's full of people. So there you go.
You know, when you said, and that's my bestie, that's one of my besties of all time right there. She one of the goats of besties. Give it up for the one and only my day one, Donetta. What's going on, Donetta? Hello. When you said I'm locked in and ready with no kids for an hour, for a grown man to say that,
Yeah, it's you know how it is. I mean, I'm just got to make time.
Okay. And you have a 13-year-old and a 2-year-old?
14 now. 14. She's 14, and I've got a 3-year-old.
14 and he's 3, y'all.
Yeah. I decided, you know what? I don't want a sleep schedule anymore. Just let's do it again. Why not?
Well, we have.
So how you doing, Erica? What's up?
Since I've messed the whole year off of the babies' ages, I definitely have to catch up with my homie. It has been a while. It's been almost a year since I've been up there with you, and one of the best comedians, well, two of the best ladies with mics and hands ever, the one and only Reagan Nimala. Is that how you say that last name?
And yeah, Nibala, and then
the great Kristen Toomey, y'all.
Yeah, it's been a year almost exactly. I think it was the 23rd to be exact. So yeah,
because I remember I wanted to do the Tough Mudder, but then I had to go up with Kristen. And I was like, maybe I don't want it. I'm going up with a Tough Mudder. I don't need no more working out. I need to focus on being up here with this Tough Mudder, and I did.
And I think then the last time I saw you was in Aurora for what was it? Oh, geez.
Still Not Friday.
Still Not Friday. Yes. Love that show. That was a good time.
Thursdays and we have fun out here in Aurora. Yeah, that's when I was still one of the official producers of the show. I had to stop producing because I have to work on Thursday nights now. So that's fun.
That'll do it.
When the job market calls on you to file yet another W-2 and strap up and get in there. So, but it's still shout out to the great folks at Still Not Friday and Two Brothers Roundhouse for putting on a heck of a show. Thursday nights out there is the free one. Go in there and enjoy it. They have some good beer.
And they have a lot of good people coming through there. I mean, you look at like the last couple of years, man, lineups there are usually very solid.
So lineups are so doggone solid, bro. We bought in the great Kyle Kinane the day before Juneteenth, which was awesome. Day after. Before. I keep forgetting. But nevertheless, let's just go back. When did you get started with a mic in your hand, bro?
I think it's been, I'd say before 2018. Around 2018 is definitely when I started it. And then maybe 2-3 years into it, I was like, you know what? I think I could really do this. And then it just kind of really progressed from there. And I would say around the time, right when COVID hit, like I felt like I was at a spot of, okay, cool, I'm getting on the road again a lot more. And then COVID hit. And I think myself and the rest of, the world just kind of just ground to a halt, and kind of coming out of that and finding my groove again and trying to really stay focused as of, is this what I really want to do? And I would say once finding that groove on stage, building that confidence and just laying down 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute sets, just like I can do this. This is a lot of fun. It's not just like going to an open mic. I'm genuinely connecting with people in the crowd. I'm getting opportunities at clubs now, and then actually going on the road and asked to go on the road and finding opportunities on the road. It's like this is becoming like something I can do and be passionate about and be productive. So that's basically it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'd say 17, 18,
So
2007.
that's the other thing too. You came in with a game plan. You came in with a bit of a game plan and a bit of a path, and you kept following it, and you keep following it, and now, 7, 8 years later, you're on the road with one of Chicago's funniest by way of Brooklyn and Boricua. These days, the homie is taking off. So
Anthony, wow, watching Anthony blow up the way he's blowing up is insane. I love watching it. Went out to Boston with him, and me and him have gone on the road quite a bit. But seeing him hit that next level, absolutely stoked for him. And now I'll be going to El Paso with Alex Ortiz, which I've done quite a few shows with him. I'm stoked to be doing that too, and just getting new reps and new opportunities and new clubs. So I'm going to be at the Strip. Hold on, let me make sure I got that right.
A lot of strips. Which particular strip, my guy?
Let me tell you.
Sounds tantalizing.
Yeah.
And with Alex Ortiz, Alex is hilarious.
Oh, Alex is great too. I love working with the guy. Alex Ortiz. Why is Facebook being silly? Oh boy. The comic strip in El Paso.
Comic strip in El Paso. That sounds awesome.
Yep, and that's
shout out to Irma Ruiz and who's down there with Irma in El Paso?
I don't know anybody in El Paso.
My brain was skipping on me, but yeah, the great Irma Ruiz down there in El Paso, and that sounds awesome. I'm excited to hear that.
I'm super stoked, and I've got a busy schedule again, which like this last year I've kind of been under the radar a little bit, but I mean, you kind of know all the behind the scenes stuff with that. But this fall, really getting back to it and feeling like I have a repurpose and a clear mind. It really feels good. So I'm excited for this fall, and still producing shows as well. So I've got the one at the Abbey Resort, which is I think coming up in our 3rd or 4th year doing shows at the Abbey Resort. Coach's Corner in Belvedere, Illinois. We're coming up on our 2nd or 3rd year doing that. Starting up a new one in Janesville at a new joint. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the hottest spots in Rock County, Wisconsin, at Bazinga's. I think those are like the big 3 right now, and I've got a couple things in the works. Just need to really lock them down before I really start talking about them. So on top of being booked, creating my own opportunities and producing has been important for me. I think it's a way for me to really network with comedians and bring comics in. Like next month, I've got Ritu from Nashville coming in for the Abbey. And she's amazing, phenomenal comic. Works with Amber Autry a lot, another phenomenal comic. But doing those things, I just feel like really give me perspective as far as producing and the behind the scenes of making shows work. Having them be good quality shows, and then just really forcing myself to expand my horizons with who I book, who I work with. I think that's something I take away from that. And it gives me a good opportunity to really work material as well instead of going to an open mic. So, I mean, it's a multifaceted thing that I try to stay consistent with, and I like doing it. So, and now you're producing. I mean, come on, you've got how many shows now?
Too many. I had way too many. Way the heck out in the boonies trying to produce 2 monthlies in Chicago was not going to happen. So I
Mm.
am focusing on producing one good monthly in Chicago.
Okay.
Jokes to Chicago at the Lincoln Lodge. Fourth Saturdays, prime time, baby, 9:30.
Okay.
We
Saturday.
just had a nice show. Little Miss Primetime here had to sit one out because I had a fresh minty bee. That's a
Mm.
mental breakdown in case you guys don't know that. And had to have the wonderful Amber Walker go ahead and pitch in and host, and she hosted her tail off. We had Chevy Debbie, Tiny Thickums, Joy Gamby,
Oh
and it was a
yeah.
good time. It was a
Chevy
good time.
Debbie. Man, absolutely. Tiny Thickums. Does she still do show at Laugh Factory?
The Nasty Show, yes,
Yeah, I did that once. That was a really good time.
as always.
Oh,
You
it
know
was
what?
wild.
I went ahead and said, let me go ahead and get this group of ladies together. I originally had them booked for the July pop out, and because I had to go ahead and consolidate into one show, had
Hmm.
them turn over and do Joke Sisters, and so there we were. There's another sister who was booked on that show will be popping back up in November for the absolute best show I've ever booked. Details on that forthcoming, or at least if you've been watching your comedy bestie, you might know who's on that show. I ain't saying too much because I don't need no algorithms messing with me when I put that doggone flyer back up. I need that
Hmm.
thing to pop and it should sell out. There's no reason for it not to. But anyway, on that whole producing tip, that's one of the things we want to get asses in seats. We want to provide quality shows,
Yep.
high quality entertainment,
Hmm.
book some of the funniest people we know, get up there and be funny as hell ourselves if we booked up there or if we're hosting or whatever. But
Yep.
putting asses in seats is job number one.
Hmm.
Because we can't just do this to a room full of comics because they wouldn't pay
No. No.
and they wouldn't tip. We don't just go to open mics and be like, hey, check out this material, y'all. That's not
Yeah.
comics helping comics doesn't work like that. It works
No.
with us going ahead and shining our light and getting our funnies off in front of real people.
Hmm.
So wherever you can, and thanks to those of y'all who support live comedy, thank you.
Yeah.
If you have not been out there to support live comedy, please keep looking because there are a lot of cost-effective ways for you to get your funny on and flex that funny bone in these trying times that we are in.
Yeah. Even if you don't go, share the flyer, share the event. I mean, most people like the Abbey show. It is a show that is a lot of grassroots and a lot of locals that are like, I didn't even know this was here. And I'm like, well, I mean, the resort definitely advertises. I see them advertise. I definitely share to the community pages. But like when you go to a show and you like a show or you see a comic, I mean, your Kevin Hart's of the world, your Gabriel Iglesias of the world. They were at one point in time, the small town, or I mean Chicago comic that isn't big yet, and they just continue to grow and continue to grind. But it's definitely people um, that contribute to most of that. I mean, that seems like an obvious thing, but I mean, we love to share videos of drama and dysfunction. But when it comes to, hey, this is my dream. This is something that, hey, you say you support me. Share the flyer, man. And just 5 seconds of your day. Give it a like. Algorithm is so weird, but yeah, I mean, look at Anthony Fuentes. I'll go back. Dude knows how to grind and how to post and the consistency. It's not easy. I mean, it is a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So, I got nothing but mad respect for people who are able to do that because that's some next level stuff. I mean, it seems easy, but it just next level stuff.
It does seem easy. One of Anthony's things is that he is former military. He is
Mm.
Army, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
So he got the dog in him when it comes to that steadfast dedication and discipline. And
Mm.
aside from just being one of the funniest humans to touch a mic, even before that man touch a mic, he up in the green room cracking folks up.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
that's just Anthony. So just to watch him spread that joy on these clips and then grow his following like that and then hop on
Mhm.
these stages and represent is great to see, like you said. And I'm excited and my heart is like this because he's bringing my homie along for it. I love seeing it.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love it. I love it. The sharing too. It's like, hey, it costs nothing for me to go ahead and give this gift to say, hey, come alongside, or hey, come check this out. Hey, let's do this thing together. That partnership,
Hmm.
sense of community, it's
Hmm.
so needed and to function as humans, to function as adults. Uh, we need it in this day and age, and it works. This is still an industry. It's still, we got coworkers, right? These people are
Mhm.
still our peers and coworkers. So when
Yeah,
people pull alongside you and offer those kind of mentorship opportunities, even though they don't seem like capital M mentorship opportunities, yeah, it's worth taking notice and it's worth pouring your energy and attention into.
agreed.
So I just it just makes my heart grow 10 times larger.
Hmm.
Um, well, so you guys started 7, 8 years ago.
Hmm.
Was there a certain moment where you just knew a certain show or a certain joke or just that? Hmm,
I mean, looking back, because if I like dig way deep into like the pictures stuff on Facebook, I think every comic has that moment of looking back, like, God, I was so awful. Like looking back at my old books, like, God, what the hell was my thought process when I was writing this? Um, but there were a couple shows that, man, if I'm really off the cuff thinking about it, hmm, I would say there was a show early on in my career in Crown Point, Indiana. I want to say it was called Mighty Mix. Gentleman, Mr. Davis got me on the show. I went down with a fellow comic, Marcos Lara at the time. Um, we were trying to hit the road a little bit here and there, and there was a point in time in Crown Point, way out of my element. Never had done a show in Indiana, and I did really well. Like I would say maybe one time in my career I really like crushed it. Like when people say I think killed, like oh man they killed it. I think that is like something really overused. Like because in my mind, if you kill, like to kill is like from start all the way to finish, nothing like 2 laughs a minute, like absolutely crushing it. That show I did really well, and I was like man I can really do this. Um, Being completely out of my element, not really knowing anybody, not having a whole lot of support. Actually, I don't think I knew anybody in the crowd, but the feedback after the show was like, dude, you've got like this talent, you're so good, and you can tell when it's genuine. Like comics, we're really guilty about this, but you watch somebody bomb on stage and they come off, and you're like, dude, hey, great show. It's just like, was it though? I've had bad sets, and someone's, oh, good set. I'm like, you're full of crap. Just come on. It was a bad set. It's okay. We bomb from time to time.
right.
But I would say Crown Point was a big thing. Um, Going on the road, actually, with you and Dark Jones, sometimes creating your own opportunity is like the moment to realize I can do this too. Like the belief in yourself to really expand out of what you think is possible. Because I feel like I'm going to get out of soapbox for a minute. Like we crush our own ambition from
Mm.
fear. Sometimes it's the fear of success, the fear of loss because of our success. What is it going to cost for me to get there? Because comedy, I've missed birthdays. It's affected relationships. I mean, it's a committing thing. And like when we went on that road, we went to Teehees. Um, we did one more show, didn't we? We did something else other than Teehees, did we not? I mean, that was
Think
years
of
ago. Now,
one. Where did we go? Where was something else?
well, for sure, Des Moines.
Yeah, we were
Did we
drunk that
stop in
night.
Iowa City? We did something else. I swear we did something else. Did we go to Nebraska?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Just Iowa.
but like I would say that was a moment as far as a producer side that I can do this. I just need to reach out. As far as a comic side, I would say that time in Crown Point. Anytime, even moving on in the future, anytime I go to a new club, I think that's like the reaffirmation because it's easy to be our own worst critic. It's easy to kill our own dreams when we feel like we're spinning and spiraling. I'm of the opinion that if you're not growing, you're spiraling. There is no such thing as being static. All right, because when you think you're being static internally, you're just fighting your own demons as I really need to keep pushing. I need to figure out what I'm doing, and that's just not in comedy. That's just in life, in my opinion. So I think anytime I've really done a new club, that's when I feel like I can do this. I can remember first time doing Laugh Factory. I was like, wow, this is like the biggest thing ever. Um, Doing my first civic theater, like the massive crowd, having that there, I was like, holy crap, this is bigger than the Laugh Factory show. Um, but I digress. I mean, there are probably a few shows if I really had more thought. I'm just trying to think on the go right now of what shows really stick out. That Indiana show really sticks out. Going to Iowa really sticks out as far as a producer side. So yeah, I would think those two big ones. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I mean, that's a milestone for most producers, I would hope,
Mm.
to do a show outside of your state, outside of your comfort zone, outside
Yeah.
of like that shows growth too. You're also pushing, you're also moving forward. That's momentum.
Hmm.
Um, and you're right. Once you open yourself up and say, hey, I set this up, I made this happen, we followed through, it happened, it was good. Take that momentum and keep going.
Mm.
And life will throw you those curveballs,
Hmm.
as you mentioned, and try to sidetrack you, but
Yeah.
got to dig deep, stay the course, and
Yeah.
it does pay off. So,
Hmm. I would say, you know what, adding on, um, if we're talking about moments that made me say, I can do this. I won't go too deep in on it, but like a year ago, you know everything that was going on. Like 48 hours later, I was on a plane to Florida to do shows in St. Petersburg and Tampa Bay, and despite everything that was going on, I mean, I was in such a place to have. I won't say they were not my best performances by any means, but I still performed well and got a lot of good feedback from the crowd after the show, which that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, you know what, you can get a pat on the back from fellow comics, which is great. I love that feeling, but also I know we tend to over compliment sometimes, and not that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to give people who are struggling a pat on the back. But when the crowd afterwards is the one that's giving you that uplifting, like, "Hey, man, let's take pictures. Can I follow you on Instagram?" You know, getting that click that despite everything I'm feeling right now, I'm still able to connect to a crowd, and I'm still able to make people laugh. And I think that was a very important moment to me of I can keep doing this. I'm going to be in a tough place for a minute, but I know despite everything that's being thrown my way right now, I can still be effective. I
mm,
can still be funny. I can, and it's not like I had to force it. You know, it was me being very raw at the time, but the response felt genuine and encouraging. So I would say that that's a moment recently that yeah, I can do this.
good. And that's important, especially when you're going through just a trial and
Mm.
so down in the dumps and having to pick yourself up literally to get the energy and the
Oh yeah.
courage and all right, I got to do this. If it turns into something that used to be so joyful and that you know would do instantly, it's like, all right, I got to do this because you're way down so heavy with those burdens. But
Yeah.
once you start digging out of it, once you start unraveling your mind and getting back to you and centering yourself, and then it's like getting a second win, you know, in a long fight in that 12-round match, and you're Rocky, and Drago was just got your head done in, but you get
Hmm.
that second win, and you're ready to beat that big red mother lover. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think just tagging and we can move on, but just also having the foresight to understand that yes, I'm going through something, but when we are performing in a show, I mean, there are people in the crowd that are going through stuff. I mean, a lot of people go to comedy to kind of get away from whatever they're dealing with, and it's like we are that outlet too. So I mean, that's something to keep in mind as well.
yeah. I can't. I Here's the one thing I won't joke about. I won't joke about my faith and the fact that I do just say a little prayer to hope to be a blessing to somebody or help to see the grace within others and help others to see the grace within me and
Mhm.
hope to find that commonality. I've just now started getting to the point where I can be okay with being angry on stage. People don't
Yeah.
understand. And this is, oh, yeah, you got to have your strong negative opinion. What about being a Black woman that had her negativity trained out of her, beat out of her, smacked out of her, etc., and then
Mm.
having to push that back together? It becomes different. I'm learning how to hone that weapon.
I think it would be fair to keep in mind too, but some of the most, I don't want to say memorable, but some of the more impactful comics have been very raw, have been very angry at times. And it doesn't mean that you just have to just take shots and shots for no, for no gain, but it's okay. It's okay for you to be you on stage. I mean, you know when as a person who has seen people work, but also your internal feeling of people in the crowd know when you're being real, you know, and I think that's okay. If you are angry at the moment, I think that's okay. It's just go through. You don't have to pretend to be somebody that you're not.
Absolutely. We all got to go through to get through. So
Hmm. Yeah.
just it helps when we can go through it and get through it together with a little bit of funny.
Hell
Um,
yeah, I agree.
Especially if just you just find yourself in the whoo down in the pits and really going down in it. And you in the one of my favorite James Blake song lyrics in the snake pit so long I've got posters up. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
you working out of that? A little laughter goes a long way and can help. Speaking of which, who are I have a feeling I know some of your main influences, but can you tell us who are some of your comedic influences?
All right, you tell me who you think my influences are. I want you to tell me.
Arnez J. I'm joking.
Okay, I can see that.
You and Mike Hover were doing some very Arnez J type stuff when I met y'all. I was like, "This white Arnez J is out here."
I
Not
would say,
they weren't joke thieving. All right, let's get that straight. They wasn't none of that. It was the big man energy. It was the hey. It was a little
why
bit
not? It's good. I mean, you're at a show, bring the element. I mean, we can be chill and relax at the hotel room. All right, we can be chill at the crib. When we're at a show, we're putting on a show, baby. Let's go. Okay, they're paying money for. If I'm on the lineup, I'm gonna be loud, obnoxious. I'm gonna be me. Um, I would say John Panette is a big influence. Chicago cat. Um, I mean, obviously, I really looked up to Enrique Iglesias a lot as a younger comic, and doing the comic strip in El Paso. For me, this is like a big thing because when he filmed one of his first big specials that I seen, it was in El Paso, and he mentioned the comic strip, and like I plan on going to Chico's because I remember like years ago, I remember watching that. Going to Chico's Tacos. So I plan on doing that. But yeah, I would say John Panette, Gabriel Iglesias. Man, growing up watching Robin Williams and Jim Carrey, those were my guys. I really liked until I saw them like live. It's like holy crap, they're potty mouth like nobody's business. It's like Bob Saget. Like you think of him in what is it?
Full House.
Was that Full House?
Full House.
Yeah, Full House. Like, oh my gosh, what a nice guy. And then you see his stand up. It's like, dude is rancid. Holy crap. Same with Robin. It's like, geez, okay. So yeah, I would say those guys. Kevin Hart back in high school, like man, he just his energy and his way and the way to. I look at people who are loud, energetic, and I think that's where I learned I can be animated, but try to have purpose with my animation.
Mm.
Like Robin, none of it made sense when he was moving. He just did whatever, and it worked because it worked for him. But yeah, I would say John Panette, Kevin Hart, Jim Carrey's, Robin Williams. Who am I missing? I mean, there's a lot. I mean, comedy is such a spectrum. Um, like films. Like I enjoy slapstick, like Singing in the Rain, like the Make Him Laugh song. Like when he's talking about Make Him Laugh, and he just like, it's all one scene. It's all one take, like minus a couple cutaways that they probably edited together, but all of it's one scene. It's slapstick. I'm like, this genius. This is great. Um, so yeah, I would say that. Does the Three Stooges count?
Yeah,
Does
absolutely.
Tom and Jerry count? Because that was comedy to me. Yeah, I would say those are my inspirations.
They count as far as inspirations go. I'm talking about from all forms, stand up, sketch, cartoon, and all forms.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I think
very.
slapstick and like blending what has happened to me in life. Like I don't, I need to put it back and right on it, but like wrestling. I wrestled in high school. My dad hated the fact that I wrestled because me wearing a singlet. He's like, why? Why would you do that? That is, but like he came to one wrestling match in Madison, and I wrestled a unlimited guy, which means he's above 250, and I was 198, and I could not move him, and he ended up on top of me in his singlet. His titties were just out of his singlet. And like we made eye contact, and he like looked at me and popped his titty in my mouth, and all my father could see was, his son, with he could just see my hands flapping trying to get this man off, and I got pinned. It was like that.
Ooh, wee.
But that's what I mean, like the slapstick, like this is my reality. This happened to me. How can I make this funny? So I think that had his titty hair in my teeth, like I pulled one out like that. Not good. Not good. Sexy. Very sexual. Yeah, it was good.
Best,
Yep. Less
best.
21. Am I doing it for you? OMG. There you go. Tell your kids.
She would crack up too. Her daughter would crack up
Oh,
too with that. I don't think she's got
she
a
don't have hairy
strong
titties?
grip.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. We don't need to know. Stop it.
Hey, now, hey.
Sorry, YouTube. Are they going to flag you? They're going to demonetize
I
you?
mean, we're ladies. We have those, but I just hope that she's never had one of them unfortunate situations like that in the gym. That's whew.
All right, moving on. Next.
So dang, your dad didn't want you to wrestle because he didn't want to keep seeing you getting motorboated by other men. Dang, that's rough. Yeah, but I know, and it was
My brother wrestled too. I hated
but
it.
so the thing was he got a Mighty Mouse body though. He was built for it. Bro was built for it, and he was one of the best wrestlers out there in the district. And I think
you're talking about, okay, got it.
yeah, I think it's the peril. We don't want to see them in peril. Right? The danger. It's different. It's different when you grow
I'm
up
going
in
to
the
get off
90s
on that. What are you
and
talking
the
about? We're like,
Saturday
oh
morning
my God, I like
WWF.
how he bent that man like a chair.
It's different when it's Saturday morning WWF and Stone Cold is in his prime.
WWE. It's WWE.
Before the World Wildlife Federation took over, when we could still get the Hulk Hogan WrestleMania bars, and Stone Cold was at his prime.
That
I was
glass
thinking about
shatter.
shining that hair. But yes, I didn't want to see him in peril. Right, the screaming and yelling because we young, we thinking it's real. It's you wake up that one morning to wake up and see Jake the Snake getting it by his own snake.
Yeah, that, and then the one time the Undertaker threw Mankind off of the top of a cage. I'm like, I don't care if that's fake or not, scripted, whatever you have you. That man was thrown off of a cage.
He's got a lot of broken bones over his history.
I was like, I don't care. You can fake that all you want. That's gotta hurt. I don't care how padded that shit is.
Okay. That
right?
Bones, tissues, ligaments, damage. You see that man? Well, no, Mick Foley is actually one of the better living.
From what I hear, very sweet man.
Yeah, he's one of the better looking and living wrestlers. God, bless him. He's awesome dude. Those were the times. Those were the 90s.
Oh yeah. Best times. 90s were great. The 1900s.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't think you remember those. I think you remember DX. They were
Yeah,
doing all this
no,
here by the time
I
you were
was.
watching wrestling.
I think 96, 97 is where I can say I really remember a lot. 90.
State
Yeah,
was still hot then.
but not the greatest. I mean, it's a bit foggy. All the alcohol and bong resin in my college years. It's fine.
Hollywood Hogan by then.
I know Hollywood Hogan. Yeah, I know Jake the Snake. Yes, I know Macho Man. I know Steamboat.
I miss Ricky the
Steamboat
Snake.
something. Anyway, yeah. I know.
Good array of wrestlers. I played the heck out of that first WrestleMania game for Nintendo, boy. We
Oh
used to
yeah.
pick Bam Bam Bigelow all the time.
Bam Bam Big. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Just bam.
Tattooed head.
With
They
the
had Doink the clown.
you remember Dink?
I don't remember. Oh, you
The little one.
yeah. Dink and Doink. Yeah, they had the Doinks. There was a bunch of Dinks versus I don't know. It was a whole thing. Anyways, yeah, wrestling, comedy. We got to talk comedy. What's the next question? We will burn our time here.
Yeah, because wrestling still is that stuff, man.
It is. It's fun. I like it. I don't.
Good wholesome wrestling. Good entertaining.
Oh yeah.
For the
Yes.
family.
Yes.
Where was I gonna go with this one? So we've gone from your favorites to who are some of the favorite comedians you've been blessed to perform with?
God, that is a long list.
I know. I figured I
feel
might
bad
stump you.
because I'm gonna leave people out, and I'm be like, oh, you don't have my name on the. Oh, shit.
That's okay. They can just come on some other
Erica, Miss Switcher, Erica. It's always fun working with you. I opened for Adam Ferreira at the Comedy Cabin. Genuinely nice dude off of the stage. Like, I think sometimes you get so big that you can kind of get less aware sometimes. Totally cool dude. I'm a big fan of Chastity Washington. I've worked with her a lot. She's on a lot of my shows. Great person. I really enjoy Anthony. We've touched on him quite a bit. Man.
Shout out Chaz.
Yep, chat. Oh, dude, she's wonderful. Man, so many good comics.
She's so funny and so sweet.
Oh
and
yeah.
Funny in real life. She made me laugh until my face got numb.
I
was outside of
honestly, the list would be so long. The list is long. I genuinely appreciate what everybody brings to the table, and I don't feel like you run into some fake comics, and we don't stay. I'm very, I would say, pleasant with everybody. Like, I'm not like overtly mean to anybody. Like, even if you're being a jackass, I'm just like, okay, well, nice to meet you. Have a nice day. But I would say my overall experience, just comics in general, I really enjoy interacting with comics in general. But yeah, as far as who really sticks out, yeah, Chastity. The one time with Adam Ferreira was really good. Anthony, I spent a lot of time with him. Who else? I was just like, dude, it was really good. That's a great question. That is a great question. Let's come back to it. I'll think on it, but I'll be like thinking about it as we continue. But I just want to.
Okay, well, and
Maybe
also
not.
since you know a lot of the ins and outs of the industry, what are some of the better or some of your favorite venues you performed at? Whether it's been club design, hospitality, setup of a venue.
I would say still the coolest green room I've ever been into was the House of Blues in Chicago. It has such a bizarre feel. And I don't mean like bizarre, like, oh, well, that's crazy. Like bizarre, Middle Eastern bizarre, if you will. Just a great green room setup. Another great green room. Comedy on State in Madison has like the most massive green room I've ever seen. It has a pool table. It has like little mini basketball hoops in it. It has a whole exercise little area. It's got heated massage chairs in it. It's got an NES in there. It's got a flat screen TV. I mean, leather couches. I mean, to tops.
In Madison.
Yo, Comedy on State's a good club. That is, it is dope. Um, I would say that's those are really cool. What's a really nice venue that I really like doing? Um, that I've done on the road, huh?
So far, Wisconsin has some nice rooms.
Oh, Wisconsin. Listen, Wisconsin's one of them places. It's fun. Yes. Do we have a lot of them? No. I mean, we do have a lot of bar shows, but as far as venues goes, when you do get to a venue, man, I mean, people are usually really nice. Susanna Rodriguez, she runs a room in Illinois at a theater. That place was crazy because the green room, you had to go behind stage, go downstairs in a basement.
Oh, that's the one in Hobart, Indiana.
Yes, yeah, that one. That one's really cool.
Yep.
Um,
Very rock feel down there. It's like
oh
a
yeah,
lot of rock bar,
oh yeah,
like rock bands and other artists have been down there. Rappers, you can tell by a lot of those names. Death metal, you can tell by some of the scribbles. It's a lot of not safe for work or anybody scribbles down there too. But no, it's a very cool place. And shout out to Susanna for rocking that
hell yeah.
Hobart venue out.
Really,
It
she is
stays
really, she's really nice.
She's super sweet, and that they stay consistently with 250 or more people in that beautiful old school theater. It's really cool.
Um, yeah. So the places I mentioned, those are really nice. Um, I mean, I don't run shows there anymore, but the venue in Janesville, Wisconsin was really cool.
Yes,
It should not have worked because of how high the ceilings were, like sound wise, but it worked.
And it worked well. Surprisingly, the sound there was amazing to me.
Yeah, I think those are pretty good.
So basically, y'all, Jose saying y'all need to get some gigs in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Oh, Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh,
there is an Irish bar that I'm telling you, when I say most unexpected, I would say that was where I had super great experience. 2 shows back to back, both sold out. Duluth, Minnesota. I cannot remember the name of it. It's an Irish bar though. Small room, but man, the energy is real. Like, and the people, it is like a community that fully supports the comedy and gives a shit. And doing shows there, like they're there for the comedy, and it was such a good experience. Like, I didn't know what to expect. When I drove into Duluth, Minnesota, I was like, this is like some Fargo crap gonna happen. Like, there was one bridge out of town that could go up and down, and if you want to go out the other way, it was up a giant ass hill. And I was like, all right, well, let's see how this goes. And it was unexpectedly amazing.
For some reason, my brain pictured a moat with alligators in it, but that sounds incredible.
Yeah, that one was a pleasant surprise.
Nice.
It was a really great experience.
Maybe me, you, and Jeff will have to hit that one up.
I'm down. Let me know. Look, you see my schedule. Just throw dates at me, and I'll if I'm free, I can be free. But if I got the kids, I got the kids. I can't do
I
anything.
understand. We're gonna have to figure something out and do something on the road again. Because, like you said, Teehees was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Melanie Mackey out there, rock on, sis. She's a very funny little lady. I got to meet Darius Day. Met Darius online, and then booked Darius one of my shows out at E77 in Midlothian a couple 2-3 years ago. But it was awesome to see him again out there in Des Moines. So yeah, it's one thing to get out here and get on these stages and locally. It's something else to spread that love around, spread them laughs around, and let other folks get a glimpse of your goodness and hear them.
And honestly, I feel more pressure like when I do shows closer to home, just because it's like people know me. And so, like, I tell a lot of very personal stories when I'm on stage. So sometimes I just get like the impression, like, is he talking about me? But like being on the road, I thoroughly enjoy it. Coming into a place where I don't know anybody, and just being able to have fun with people, and just just be me, you know.
Mhm.
Man, it's a whole nother level of fun. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. I even noticed that because for those of y'all who may or may not know me, I started doing stand up in Shanghai, China. My first road experiences were on the road in China and some going from town to town. Again, you're right. Different experience, different venues, different people, still keeping that good energy, but just enjoying it and just having
Mhm.
fun and just, hey, black girl in China jokes in front of some more expats, and just it was fun. It was an awful lot of fun. Where would you like to go that you haven't gone yet, as far as state or city or
That's a long list. I've been blessed to perform in a lot of states already. Like I've done Minnesota, Wisconsin, obviously, Illinois, Ohio, uh, Iowa, Nebraska, Texas, Massachusetts, Florida. I mean, blessed to be a lot of places. I would love to do. Um, what would be a big thing? I'd like to do New York City. Like I know, and not a dig. I'm not talking trash whatsoever. But like the iconic small rooms in the basement, like the comedy clubs,
Mhm.
they're not 400 seat venues. They're really not. But the energy is palpable. You know what I mean? And like that, I think when you're there, they don't give. If I'll be honest, they don't give a shit. They want you to be funny, or they will boo you off stage. Like, I would love that pressure. I would love to just do it. Las Vegas, I think would be really cool. I think there's just lots of opportunity and just the humanity that you run into when you're in Vegas, just different types of people. Um, where else would I do? I'd love to do something internationally. Don't really care where. I'd like to do it just to say I did it. Um, yeah, that's a good question too. I don't really know.
Toronto, easy and
Where's that?
achievable. Toronto is easily achievable.
Toronto, yeah, Toronto outside of Michigan there, yeah, it's very possible. I'd say New York and just LA because everybody really talks a lot about LA and the clubs out there, and San Diego seems like they have a really good comedy scene.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I tell you what I don't want. I don't know if I'll ever do like the mothership
Yeah,
or I don't think I'll do well there. Let me move because I'm starting to get the sun in my face.
I was gonna say you had the great golden hour lighting for so long, and
I
then
look
all of a sudden
white.
it's the
I
sun.
look ghostly. That's that Caucasian screaming. His name's Jose, but he screams SPF 90.
Hey, you were getting a slight tan there. I mean, your arms look nice and tan.
Yeah, it's that landscaping. You know what I mean? Do
Yeah,
enough of it, the Mexican comes out. Bam, it's turning brown.
it's baked in.
Hell yeah, that's what we call it.
And business is good, huh? Business stays good.
It's busy. It's busy. It's all right.
That's
Blew
what.
out my back. Hurt my back. Had hernia surgery. Um, that was in January. I had hernia surgery.
Right, right, okay.
That I'm okay. It's all right. I was an outpatient, so it's like you go in, they give you the hibachi treatment, and then you're on your way. Yeah, yeah. That was terrifying, but I think the recovery do nothing. You're really laid up in bed for. I should have been 2 3 weeks, but I think I was maybe a couple days.
Good.
Yeah, might be a TMI, but for anybody getting hernia surgery, a really heavy weight limit thing, like you can't lift anything heavier than a jug of milk, basically. Don't take don't take narcotics like Vicodin or anything like that. They constipation. So yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
We won't. We won't. Now I don't know what
You really, because
happened.
if you really have to let one go, you might pop a stitch.
I don't. Nobody should cough.
You're
For
lagging on me.
you're lagging on me. When you moved, I feel like you lost connection. There we
Okay.
go. but it still froze for a second. Dag nabbit. So now why all of a sudden the connection want to act like it's 1997? This ain't dial up. That's library. What happened?
I don't. I'm gonna send it to you.
Now they gonna keep Jose over here lagging, and I'ma say it's the devil. I'ma say it's the devil. Mm-hmm. Cause it's been fine the whole time. But 50 minutes in, connection won't start crapping out. Now
if I get off of this and go onto my phone, will it mess up the live stream?
No.
Okay.
You can access that link from wherever.
I think this is a me thing. Hang on.
I was about to say, did you pay Boost Mobile this month? I'm not trying to put them on blast. I'm just saying. He ran out of anytime minutes. It ain't 9 o'clock yet. Why is tripping? That's why I say it's the devil. Somebody didn't put their AOL CD in the right way. I don't know what's going on. Now somebody dog and cat and baby upstairs wrestling. I don't know what the heck going on. Hopefully Jose can get the connection together. I don't know. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, what's going on? Usually your air is crisp and clear, your dairy is fresh and healthy, and now your internet connection is all janky. Come on, Lake Geneva. Love Lake Geneva. Jose mentioned that wonderful show we did almost a year to the date up at the venue. It was beautiful. Well, it wasn't the venue, but I forget which venue. Add him to the stage. There we go. All right. Perfect.
All right, hang on. Let me figure out this sound now.
Oh.
Default. Come on. Da-da. All right. It says, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Mic is muted.
Okay.
Come on now. Settings. Audio. Come on. Why isn't it working? No.
It's the devil. DEBIL. It's the devil.
You might as well just do sign because I can't understand nothing. I feel like I'm being scolded. Your finger wagging me right now, and I don't. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna get canceled. You do that. Oh shoot!
My apologies.
There we go. Hang on. I think I got it.
This is just. I feel like I'm doing signs, telling you what pitch to do.
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Is it steady?
Yes.
Okay. Because here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Because we have a connection issues, it's being devilish. I'd like to go ahead and move on to one of my favorite segments of the show, host feature headline.
Okay.
So you are going to figure out of this dream lineup of comedians who you want to host, feature, or headline. And so here we go.
Okay.
Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Williams. John Panette.
Feature, headline. And host. Okay. I think Robin Williams should host because he's going to get people into the crowd and get the crowd ready for it and be eccentric and be like the jack of all trades. And then I think John Panette has to feature. Love him to death, but he has the same, I would say progression, compared to me, as far as he can be quiet and he's really loud for an extended period of time. Yeah. And I think Kevin Hart is just a better storyteller. So I think he would headline. I think that would be the common the common trait in all the comics that I look up to is they're all very good storytellers, and not necessarily your, set up and punch kind of comics. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah.
you got guys like the Bit Machine in Milwaukee, Chris Schultz, I want to say. But yeah, amazing, quick, bam, 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 and that's hard to do.
Mhm.
Say Ray Wisbrock is another guy that does that really well.
Yo,
Yo, he's
we had
dark, but it's good. It's just quick, boom, boom, boom.
I got to give a shout out to Ray because not only is Ray one of my favorites locally, but we had him at the last It Ain't My Fault show.
Mm,
And when you talk about standing up there and just rattling them off, set up, punch, and then just let them feel it, woo!
mm-hmm,
20 minutes of fire and
yep.
20 plus minutes of fire. Ray was up there stretching. But that crowd was loving it. And just to sit back as a proud producer saying all the yays and nays and groans and all, I love it all.
Yep.
But that is right. But that was an awesome lineup, and that was probably the order I would have picked too. John Panette, God rest his soul, great delivery and so funny, and I could definitely see his influence on your stuff.
Mm,
Robin Williams, God rest his soul too, such just singular talent. Okay,
mm-hmm.
and sorely missed. And Kevin Hart is one of the goats when it comes to the way that he has.
Yeah, his first three specials. I mean, iconic. I mean, his first two were something else. It was like Kevin Hart when Cat Williams. Cat Williams when he did the Pimp Chronicles.
Yep.
Iconic.
Yep.
Like there was for months there was not a day that would go by that I could just hear a Kevin Hart bit, like something related to the bits being said in high school, or Cat Williams just the same. So I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Real talk. Kevin Hart and Cat Williams' first three specials is like Kanye's first three albums. It's just
Yeah,
crazy good.
Kanye's first three albums were insane, really good.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was whistling through the wire when you
Oh,
came on in.
okay.
Yeah.
Any other time I would have noticed that. I should have been playing name that tune. But okay, and so since we are at the end of the show, um, toward the end of the show, before I even get there, Jose, what do you have coming up?
Whoo! All right. I think I might lose you. Did I lose you?
No, because I'm asking you to promote your shows. Ah,
I'm here.
no, because I'm asking you to promote your shows. So, what shows do you have coming
Oh,
up?
right. And I was trying to pull up a schedule. Damn it. Okay. For sure. Comedy Strip in Texas. The first week of September, that's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Comedy Strip in El Paso, Texas. And then next week, the following week, I should say. Sorry, I'm going to dip out real quick. I'll be right back. September 12th. September 12th is the Abbey Resort in Fontana, Wisconsin. That's going to be a show I produce. And a lot of people have been asking for shows that I produce if I can do longer up top. So I will be doing a much longer set up top. So instead of like a 5-10 minute host thing, I'm going to do my hosting duties and then do like a little bit more up top. I'll be at Second City September 18th. Angie McMahon, she's got her Wisecracking show. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never done anything like it, so I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna dip out one more time because I got my schedule. Tequila Mucho in I believe Forest Hills, Illinois, on the 21st. But if you want, honestly, just go to my Facebook page and/or Instagram. Facebook, it's just Jose James Montero. You'll see my face pop up. I've got all my shows in the header. And then as shows get closer, I will post links to tickets. If you want tickets way ahead of time, please reach out. I have no problem sending you the link to any of the shows. And
yeah, so September's got some stuff. October's popping, and I've got a lot of stuff in kind of building right now. So I need to just confirm dates before I can really push it out. If you're in Rock County, Wisconsin, or don't mind driving to Janesville, the first Wednesday of every month starting October at Bazinga's is going to be a new comedy show in the Rock County area. Bestie Washington actually going to be on the first show as headliner there, and Daryl Cochran from Milwaukee is going to feature. So two very fun comics to check out. Yeah, so staying busy. Just hit me up. I'm slow at messages, but I will get back to you. But yeah, those are what I got immediate.
Jose is very funny and very bookable, very club ready, and he is willing to take them bookings, especially toward the end of the year. Didn't you hear the man say he needs some stuff for November, December? You need to holler at him. September, you probably saw me do some extra movements. Not only am I happy that I'm talking to you, one of my good buddies, one of my dear friends. Jose is like a comedy brother to me and like a brother in life. And I love this cat, boy. I love you. You are such a good friend. I was doing one of these because I had a bit of a win. You said you're doing Angie McMahon's Wisecracking on Thursday, September 18th, down at Second City. I'm going to do Wisecracking the following month. I am on the show October 9th and hosting it October 23rd. But I just found out that Thursday, September 18th, at the Comedy Plex in Oak Park, I am opening for Marina Franklin. Hey!
Yo, awesome. That's awesome.
That's why I'm wearing my leftover woman shirt and I'm popping this collar. Hey! All right. I got a whole bunch of other stuff on the way. Of course, like I said, 4th Saturdays in Chicago at the Lincoln Lodge. Joseph's in Chicago this September on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, with an amazing array of comics, including my new production assistant, because I can't be in Chicago, Reese Lene, the very funny Reese Lene, who co-runs Mystery Box Open Mic in Villa Park with Addison O'Neill, another very funny brother. Also have Sam Selby. Sam is hilarious. Sam recently did her first comedy album, and it was very funny. Also have Jenna Gephardt, one of the Lincoln Lodge's own, and an array of other sisters, and I'm so doggone happy and holler at it. So anyway, it's your girl Erica. Before we end, Jose, who's your comedy bestie?
You obviously. What are you talking about? Erica Schweitzer, come on now.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Schweitzer.
And you sent me
photos. No, I really appreciate you too. Genuinely. I miss you. And
I miss you too.
Yeah.
Send me the photo. It's the photo.
Time's getting younger.
I know we're not getting younger. I mean, I feel it's the vampire blood. It's your girl Erica Swiss. I gotta go get another drink of gotta go suck on something to get young. It's your girl Erica Swiss.
Girl,
join
stop
me
it. Don't be like that.
Next Tuesday at 6 Central. Don't forget, join me right here at YouTube Live. Don't forget to keep following the good homie Jose at Incognito Comedy. We'll see you. Be safe out there. Love you guys. Bye.